Hey guys, we haven't done a movie review in a while, so let's talk about the most recent movie that I've seen, A Hidden Life, written and directed by Terrence Malick. Just as a brief preface, A Hidden Life tells the story of the Austrian farmer Franz Jägerstätter, how about that pronunciation, and his wife Franziska, and their family. In the midst of World War II, Franz is drafted away from his farm in Austria and is, like many of his compatriots, is forced to swear an oath of loyalty to Hitler. And Franz's choice from there is really the driving story and emotional plot line and thread throughout the 3 hours that this movie is. And so it's important for you to know that going in, it's 3 hours long. So you really have to set aside some time if you plan on watching it. Or you can break it up in chunks like I did. But especially if you haven't seen a Terrence Malick film before, I'd encourage you to take aside the time, watch it all in one go around, because Terrence Malick films are very unique. He shoots them in a very unique way, very unique perspectives, very raw. He allows for a lot of improvising on the parts of the actors and actresses and just kind of lets them live in their characters, and allows for the story to kind of really flow naturally and, a little slowly at times. So really the story of Franz is what will interest us a lot as Catholics, because Blessed Franz was heroic ultimately, and it's his witness to following his gut, but even more than that, following the principles of his Catholic faith that are a real great example for all of us. So actually, I ended up picking up a copy of his writings and letters, and I'll leave a link to that down below if you want to pick up a copy for yourselves too after or before you watch the film. But just really powerful witness, even in the little bit that I've read so far, to his love for Christ, his sense of right and wrong. And so I'm looking forward to reading more of that, especially after seeing the film. So when it comes to the film itself, I mean, you're never going to see a more beautifully shot movie. I mean, that's, again, one of the staples of a Terrence Malick movie. He's got an eye for scenery and for beautiful camera work, cinematography. So you're never going to watch a more beautifully shot movie. I can guarantee you that. Now, what happens, though, also is that Terrence Malick likes to sit in that beauty, to sit in that poetic, the poetic nature of life. So yeah, you have to be ready to ponder a lot of big questions, ask yourself a lot of big questions, ask God a lot of big questions, and really appreciate a cinematic experience that is probably going to be unlike a lot that you've seen. I've seen a lot of Catholic, like, saint movies too, and a lot of them tend to be pretty cheesy and cornball-y, and this is cheesy in a different way, though. It's like in a really introspective way. It's not like overtly cheesy, you know? And really, that cheese, for me anyway, is really just beautiful. I've always been a big Terrence Malick fan. I really like another of his films, To the Wonder, and he actually portrays a Roman Catholic priest in that film pretty well. Javier Bardem plays him and does a really good job. So I really like that movie, that film by him. I've also seen The Tree of Life, which is probably one of his better known recent films, that was nominated for a few Academy Awards. Anyway, I'm Terrence Malick geeking out right now. So if you like deep, thoughtful, meaningful, beautiful, kind of long films, go watch A Hidden Life. If you also want a film that'll uplift your spirit as a witness to an amazing Catholic who's on the path to sainthood, go watch this movie. My only gripe with this movie is that I think that they could have accentuated Blessed Franz's his faith a little bit more. it's clear that he takes his faith seriously. He's going to church. He's taking care of the church grounds. He's eventually goes and visits with his priest and his bishop even. There's crucifixes throughout his home. There's icons of the Sacred Heart, and there's other religious artifacts sprinkled throughout the film. Religious moments, a few times I think in which, Blessed Franz and his wife Franziska talk explicitly to God. It's like they're praying out loud, or excerpts from Franz's writings or from letters between Franz and Franziska. So really beautiful way in which the movie deals with and portrays Blessed Franz's faith. But I just felt like at the end of the day, the decision that he had to make, I think in real life, came down a lot more to his faith beliefs and sticking to those beliefs than just kind of the gut thought of, is this right or is this wrong? Like, I think that's kind of how Terrence Malick tried to have Blessed Franz answer that question, was just like in a gut feeling. He knew something was wrong with what he was being asked to do. But I really feel like, especially maybe after I read his actual writings and letters, like I'll get a more of an understanding that it was his faith. It was his faith and his desire to follow Christ that really drove him to make the decision that he did. It's a great film. I can't recommend it enough. If you want a unique experience, unlike any you've probably seen before from a film, just be ready for a little bit of a long movie. Pop some popcorn, maybe a couple bowls, and settle in for what I'm sure will be a very unique experience for you. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please like it below, and maybe hit subscribe if you want more Catholic content as it relates to our culture. We appreciate all of your feedback. We appreciate all of your comments. Have you ever seen a Terrence Malick film? Tell us what you think below. Do you know anything about Blessed Franz that maybe wasn't in the film, or that I have no idea about, a unique fact? If so, share it in the comments below. But we'll look forward to seeing you in the next video. And in the meantime, God bless you.